G'day, mates. This is Mooney here once again. And if you've read the title, then you probably know what I mean. Hi! So, this video is about my life of watching videos on YouTube. So, it all started all the way, it's going good. So, today's video is about my video watching life and how does it get good, but it's also about several bad things as well, so be prepared. So I started watching videos on YouTube in the earliest days of 2012, and I was only 5 years old, so I probably didn't know much about YouTube back then. So I just used it to watch some videos, and that's pretty much it. However, in June of 2013, and I was still 5 years old, I've just seen this video called BFDI 1A, and I was so curious about it, so I clicked on it and I watched the whole thing. And I was a little unsure about it, so I just watched the rest of the episodes, and I was still kind of confused, so I decided to watch another object show called Inanimate Insanity, or just II for short. And it has lightened me up a little. Like, I'm starting to get a little interested in it. So after that, I decided to watch some more object shows, and I was kind of happy about it. So I decided to watch object shows for a while now. And by a while, I mean for ages. Like, I know you do. And apparently, it makes my life feel super happy. And almost got and it makes me do kind of object shows content myself, but I didn't really make them that often because I was too lazy to even do so. So I know this is about me watching videos on YouTube, but I decided I've seen object shows in other websites such as DeviantArt, Twitter, Wattpad, Discord, and many other websites that I know. So I just got this new chapter, and it makes my heart feel super happy, and like, it gives me a new chapter in life. That ignore the sirens. It's a very busy traffic. So and I was feeling super happy, but in 2020, I just found this new object show called AIB, or in its full name, Animated Inanimate Battle, and it just became one of my favorite object shows of all time, and it changed my object show account entirely. It makes my life feel more super happy, even more than before. Like, and I've become more cheerful than before, and it just really changed my life a lot. But in with the blue, I know you do. But out of the blue, or should I say in with the blue, something changed me, and it makes me feel, and I haven't been acting like my usual self lately, and I'll tell you why. One thing that bothers me is seeing some object show comments and videos that have nothing to do with object shows, and when I seen comments from BFDI and II in shows, in videos that have nothing to do with object shows, mainly music, it caught me off guard, but I smiled through it. But when I see some object show comments, when I see comments from of other object shows, I was kind of expecting it, because I've just seen a lot of comments from BFDI and II. But when I see those comments again and again, I just get more and more angry. Like, I feel like I want to terminate these users. Like, I want to block them and say really hate comments about them. Like, they're just being useless idiots, and it's just bothering me a lot. But the comments aren't the only thing that makes me hate object shows, but it's also about the controversy that the show is getting. Like, you might know about Clankybot 777 grooming a 13-year-old minor, and who could forget about the infamous controversy where Lauren was being racist to a black person in public, and his name was Gio, or Guygoon. And that's not all. When I was writing stories about object show characters at my high school, I just made one about Oodle from AIB, or Animated Inanimate Battle, and it really got me down. Like, it's really giving me a hard time, like, because I just put something really bad. I'm not going to tell you what it is, since it'll get my channel demonetized. So I just showed this to one of my teachers, which is something that I regret to do. And she saw that word that starts with an S, and I don't even want to. I'm not even gonna say what it was. So, and then my teacher called my mother, and she knows about what the S word is, and I also said that the character Owen was based off of Oodle the Doodle, and it makes me stop watching object shows entirely. In fact, before that whole thing, I was a huge fan of AIB. Like, I've seen a lot of AIB fan art off of DeviantArt, Twitter, Tumblr, etc. And in one of the episodes, AIB shorts, where 9 has some ESP, I even saw one of the musics from Bluey, but we'll get to Bluey later. In fact, in one of my high school, when I was in middle school in the summer, I was a huge fan of object shows, and that even come up with conversations about them in my own head. In fact, in one of my conversations, some sort of 11-year-old boy heard me, and his name is Kobe Morno, and we decided to become a huge fan, and just like me, and we became friends, and we're still friends. Anyway, back to that book thing. After my story of Oodle the Doodle, I've stopped watching object shows, and I stopped being a fan of it. Like, I just got rid of the object show related images, and they all got put into a dirt. I put them all in the dump. Like, I removed them from in the favorites, and I just dehearted them. And I also unfollowed all the OSC users, and I just quit the object show community entirely. Because every time I watch object shows, it only gets me in trouble. So, and the worst thing is, every time I type a comment in some sort of object show users, they were treating me like dirt. Like, they weren't being really nice to me. Like, they always say that I'm weird, and in fact, many of my object show users have blocked me, and I was really mad when they do that. So after that, I decided to go to I just went to another watch another show, and it's called Bluey. And like object shows, I was feeling unsure of it. Like, I don't even know. But when I went to some sort of wikis, oh, and one more thing. Boom. All the object show fans, every time I'm with the object show user, I feel like the object show fans are being such fucking idiots to me, and they were treating me like shit. I know I don't usually cuss in my videos, but it just makes me feel so angry that I can't help but cuss on the inside. But and then out of that blue, I just saw this new show called Bluey, and at first it was so confusing to me, much like object shows, but when I learned more, I got more about the show, I got really interested in it. In fact, I showed my mom the Spanish dub of the show, and she's really getting interested in that too.
Hey.
Hey, gotcha boy.
Hello. Just warm me up.
No problem. And so I've just seen this new object show, and it's not really an object show, it's just a regular TV show. Its name is Bluey, and
Well, I've heard.
And much like object shows, I was feeling very confused about it. But when I learned more and more about it, I got more and more interested in it. And the more I watched it, the more happier I felt. And unlike object shows, nothing bad ever happens to me. So it's like it possibly it affected my life in a more positive way. Like I finally got friends, and I and that show makes me super super happy. Like and the episodes are so funny. The characters taught me lifelong lessons, and the characters were all equally funny. Much like, and the episodes are funny, and both the episodes and the characters show teach us lifelong lessons in a more much in a whole accurate, valuable ways. And I make friends with I make a lot of friends who are like Bluey fans, like me, and those friends are like brothers and sisters to me now,
Oh,
and they fixed my life.
oh, that's nice.
Um, they changed my preference, myself, and they fixed my life. With old friends gone, my old object show friends are gone, and I make some new Bluey fan friends, and I have never felt much happier in my life. Like,
Uh,
so all the object show related stuff about it, I put that behind me. I never talk about it, and I didn't have to worry about the controversy anymore.
oh, hmm.
But when and if you remember about the infamous Lauren racism controversy, like it negatively affects me because I'm black, and
Oh,
the only wait, what were you saying?
I'm black too.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of disrespectful. And the only thing I don't like about Bluey is that Disney literally censored every, every single episode of the show. Well, not every episode, just most of them, and it's completely unacceptable. Like I think they're doing that just to tone down the humor, like making it less funny and more boring. Like why would someone do that? They shouldn't.
Oh, oh.
You heard about that too, haven't you?
I think so. Not worry.
Like I just can't deal with this. Like so every time a person was talking to me about like, hey Mooney, are you an object show fan? Mooney, you should watch object shows again. Mooney, you used to be an object show fan, so why can't you continue? And then I was like, please stop. I don't want to go back to that drama anymore. The object show community was way too toxic, and I just don't want them to say it anymore.
Oh.
But once I've seen it, I usually ignored them, and then the feeling goes away. Like I don't have to worry about them anymore. Like in the OSC, it makes me act like someone or something that I'm not. Like it makes me feel like stressed out, and I can hardly concentrate when I'm trying to animate one. And I feel like that's what you have to do when you're in the object show community, and it makes me lose all my motivation, and it makes me, and I feel like I have to go see a therapist about this. It's
Oh.
like, but luckily, with the help of Bluey, I just, wiped that out. No, like, I don't want people to talk about that show anymore. And yep, that was my life right now.
Oh.
And that show just got, and that show just spurred me on. Like, it keeps going up and up. It looks like my main interest is here to stay. And I've seen more dog related shows like 101 Dalmatian Street, Clifford the Big Red Dog, Blue's Clues, and so on. And much like Bluey, it also spurred me on. Like, I think I'm starting to like dogs more than cats, mostly because my old username used to be Mooney the Necko until I've seen that show. And actually, and it makes me feel much more happier than before.
Oh.
Like, I would be very happy if I can make one of the fan arts of these shows. Like, I could do it if I want. And at first, when I first making fan arts of that show, I started out like really soft. Like, I do want to make some content of Bluey, but I was scared if people wouldn't think. But one day I was kind of like, screw that, and then I just make some Bluey content on YouTube, Reddit, DeviantArt, and let's not forget about Tumblr and the fandom wiki. And I just got some really good comments. I was like super surprised when I see this. They don't even care if they're worried about me or whatnot. They don't care if I'm an object show fan or not. No, they're just, looks like they're really enjoying this new me and my new life. And
No.
it makes my heart feel super happy. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, my life is much happier right now. And it looks like I got everything all together.
That's good to hear.
So I guess this is the end of the stream for now. But I'm sure I'll come back with another live stream. So if you like this stream, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to join more of my streams, I'll be happy to put the link. And
Okay.
I'll see you all in the next live stream. So goodbye. Goodbye there,
Bye. Bye. Bye, mate.
mate.